Hi everybody, welcome back. Well, today I thought I would do a little bit something different. I was going through a list of things the other day and it kind of made me think, these are things I used to talk about for years or that I used to love, and why I no longer use those products and what I'm using instead. We're gonna start off Origins products in general, but especially the Origins moisturizer. I no longer use any Origins products. Not that I don't like them, I just don't think they were agreeing with my skin anymore. As I've gotten older and having some hormonal changes, I feel like my skin is way more sensitive, and it just seemed to start being sensitive to the Origins products, but I really liked them for years. What I use instead has been Biossance. This one in particular, I use a few products from them. I've tried out several, but this is my go-to. I repurchase a new one like every time it goes on sale, because they have it at Sephora, but they actually have really good sales on their site. I have travel size of everything, so you can see it looks like this. This is their probiotic gel moisturizer, and I have used this since January of 2020. I kind of went through a whole new skincare phase around that time. But anyway, really love this. It just seems to be the perfect amount of moisture for my like combination aging skin. Has squalane, probiotic. I think I was like researching squalane in products at the time is what led me to this brand. So anyway, love this. So other products I no longer use are Drunk Elephant. I had tried almost everything in their line, and specifically their moisturizer as well. At one time, I really liked their moisturizer. I just felt like it was a really good moisturizer at just evening out my skin and giving it the perfect amount. Wasn't too heavy, wasn't too light. I don't know why I just kind of went away from all Drunk Elephant products at some point. And again, that would go along with what am I using instead. Mainly it was that moisturizer, and of course I'm using this. They have a heavier one, the Omega, but that is for super dry skin. It's a little heavy for me. I will use it now and then in the winter time, or like after I've done a peel or something and my skin's just feeling extra dry, but I really like the gel moisturizer. Something I used for years and I absolutely loved until I figured out I think it was drying out my lips was the Dior lip balm. That lip balm was so nice, and like I said, I loved it for years, but after a while I just thought, you know what, I think the fragrance or perfume or something in it was drying out my lips. So I have switched to Fresh Sugar, and I've been using this for years ever since. I actually like the caramel one the best, but they have others. I actually need to get a backup, which I almost always have, like when it goes on sale or something, but I don't right now. So this is what it looks like. I use this every night before bed or in the morning. When I'm getting ready, I'll put it on before like I put lip liner or lipstick on. So I no longer use MAC Fix Plus. That was kind of a staple of mine for years, and I kind of went through a period where I didn't use setting spray at all, but I have found I really love the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I like it so much. I have a backup in the travel waiting for me. Here's a little bit of the travel size, so I absolutely take this with me every time I travel. You can see how much of this one I've used. I just really like this. I feel like it kind of takes away any like powdery residue, but actually sets the makeup and holds it. I used to use Urban Decay All Nighter years ago, but sometimes that just made my skin feel really tight. I think that one would be great if you have really oily skin. If you have combination to dry or maybe mature skin, I would try out the Charlotte Tilbury. Sorry if I feel like I sound maybe a little nasally or whatever. I've had some sinus congestion the last couple days, so that's why I don't have like a lot of eye makeup or anything on today either. All right, I no longer use the Peter Thomas Roth pore defining pads. They were AHA, BHA. I really liked those for many years, but the scent in them, I feel like kind of irritated my skin a little bit. Again, it goes back to that scents and different ingredients and products that maybe I didn't have a problem with before, now I do. What I use instead is the Elemis. These are the dynamic resurfacing facial pads. I always buy these on sale too. You can almost always get 30% off. I have a backup of these waiting for me. I use these probably maybe once a week, twice a week, just kind of as needed. I've always really liked glycolic acid in a peel pad form for my skin. It just always responds to it well. These do have a scent, and it's funny because it's similar to the Peter Thomas Roth, but not exactly. But I find these don't seem to irritate my skin. Some Elemis products do, because I feel like some other products have way too much perfume in them, but there are a few things from Elemis that I just love and have used for years. But I've used these probably for a good year or two, like those a lot. All right, I no longer use CeraVe cleansers. I don't know if it was just me or what, but I really never found them to do anything for me. I've tried different ones. I've tried foaming for like acne and oily skin. I've tried the regular for like dry skin. I don't know. My skin just never felt great when using them. I have since switched to La Roche-Posay. I've been using this again since January of 2020. This one is for normal to oily skin. And I actually have one of these in my shower too, and I'll just kind of pour however much in. You know, I have 2 containers, one gets low, I'll pour one in, and one by my sink. So basically I use the Kirkland makeup wipes to get the most of my makeup off, and then I will cleanse with this both morning and night. It will foam. Don't let the purifying foaming cleanser scare you. It will foam the more water you put on, but if you don't use that much water, it really doesn't. It is soap-free, sulfate-free, fragrance-free, has ceramide and niacinamide in it. I really like this brand, and I really like this cleanser a lot. I take this on vacation with me, put it in like a little travel. It just is really good for, again, my combination sensitive skin. So the Laura Mercier translucent powder, that was my ride or die go-to for years, as it is for many people. However, I just started noticing that my skin needs powder for one, so I can't go without powder, but yet it would look a little more cakey. It'll look a little more dry, especially around all my problem area, like around my nose and my chin where I have acne scars and starting to get, you know, like fine lines and stuff like over here. I actually have 2 of them still. This one's pretty full. So it's not like I'm never going to use it again, but I went back to Hourglass powder. And I know I had a few of you ask me this from time to time if I still use this, because I spoke about this a couple of years ago, I think maybe when it first came out. Well, I went back to this exclusively in January of this year, and I have used it ever since. I have not went back to anything else. I do use Laura Mercier under my eyes, the Secret Brightening Powder, but I have really liked my makeup so much more with using this powder. I think if you have mature skin, this is definitely the powder for you. If you have oily skin and not a lot of like fine lines or wrinkles, I think the Laura Mercier would still be great. However, depending, you know, just on your, if you have any kind of texture or again, mature skin, try out this Hourglass. To me, it's beautiful. It is more finely milled than the Laura Mercier. I do know she has recently, I think, come out with a new one that is more finely milled like this. So it kind of looks similar to this. So it may be just as good as this, but I absolutely love this. Have repurchased, like it so much. It goes on vacation with me. Really just can't say enough good things about this. And that says a lot, I think, for me is using it for that long of a period consistently. It's really made me like my makeup more and like my makeup, like I feel like I don't need to switch around a whole lot with foundation and powder combinations and such. And then the Peter Thomas Roth vitamin C is what I've been using instead of the Mad Hippie. I have tried different vitamin C's from high end to low end. I've used the Mad Hippie off and on for years, and I still like that one. I'm not saying I'll never go back to it, but when I was researching a lot of vitamin C's and different types of vitamin C, especially if like sensitive skin or anything like that, this is, you know, mega potent THD ascorbate. This has a lot of good benefits to it. So this is the Potency Power Serum. It's 20% C, THD ascorbate, 3% E antioxidant, 2% ferulic acid. So it still has the ferulic acid that a lot of vitamin C's do, but I find it doesn't irritate my skin. It is expensive, but a lot of higher end vitamin C's are. I just wanted to try something else because I felt like I wasn't seeing the brightening and all the good benefits from the Mad Hippie and others that I've tried that I used to. Again, a lot of that's just my own skin changing. But again, this has great reviews, and in reading these specific ingredients, it's like they're more powerful and work well, but yet you don't get the irritation. Because I, a lot of times, cannot use traditional vitamin C serums. They irritate my skin. This does not. And at first, to try it out, I would actually even mix it with these. I would not put this on my skin first, just in case I was gonna see some irritation, because I thought maybe at first I might have. And so I started mixing my moisturizer in this, and then it's fine. This does have a terrible scent like all vitamin C's do. Ugh, I mean, you know, it's not great, but you get used to it, I feel like. And I feel like if I actually mix it with my moisturizer, the scent isn't as strong. I actually like rinse my hands off afterwards because it's that strong. But this is really good. Look into this if you are looking for new vitamin C. I really like it. This is actually my second bottle of this now. So I hope you guys found this helpful, or at least interesting. Let me know in the comments below if there are any products that you switched to, that you just used for years and you loved it and now you're using something else. I might need to look into it. I just find that interesting when I hear I used to use this and now I no longer, but I use this instead, and kind of why. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.